Hello and welcome to another episode of Graham and Ann's Great Adventures. This week we're really excited. We've just picked up our brand new caravan. We've taken it on a shakedown trip. We've gone out to Bluff Creek, one of our favourite camps near Kenilworth, and then we've brought it back into Bly to hook it up to a power at a caravan park just to check that everything's working. We're going to do a walk around the outside and a walk through the inside just to show you how nice it is, tell you everything that we like about it, and at the end we'll give you some numbers, as in how much it weighed, what the ball weight is, and how much it costs. So join us on another exciting episode. We look forward to showing off our new pride and joy. We are in the zone office. Are we all excited? Yay! Look at this. Here we are, just put the finishing touches to ZB171. And now we thought we'd do a quick walk around and walk through our new base. Up front we've got the new DO35 coupling and a galvanised chassis. Stone guard, large toolbox and two jerry can holders either side of the gas bottles. Toolbox is quite large. It's got slides on both sides. The other side you can fit a generator, and on this side you can fit two boxes with all your hoses, leads and all your setup gear. Easy access. As the fridge is a 12 volt compressor fridge, there's no need to have huge gas bottles, so they've fitted two 4 kilo gas bottles, which are much easier to handle, especially when you have to refill them and fit them back. Another feature on the caravan that we really liked is the hatches. They import these hatches from Italy and they're a triple seal. They've got two seals on the door and then another seal on the caravan itself, so completely dust proof. We enjoy cooking outside, so a good barbecue was very important for us. We purchased the barbecue and fitted it ourselves once we took delivery, and we decided on the Sizzler Deluxe. Number of reasons. It can be used as an oven as well as a barbecue. Came with all the attachments with a pull-out swivel slide, and it is also rated as a flame safe device. This is our exterior entertainment hatch. It houses the controls for the airbag. It's got power and HDMI, USB and 12 volt outlet, and the attachment for the TV if you wanted to fit it outside here. And it's a great table at a great height. Another item on this van we really like is the air suspension. Not only does the van ride smooth when you're on the road, when you stop you've got the ability to level up the van from either side, and you've also got an air line out that you can actually air up your tyres. Moving around the back, we opted for a tube carrier. That's for my fishing rods, and we also opted for a ladder so I can get up and clean the solar panels. We just opted for the single spare tyre. The wheel plus the carrier, it's 45 kilos, so we didn't feel necessary to get another one, and they're supplied with good quality Cooper's all-terrain tyres. Moving around the side, we opted for the SOG system for the toilet, which ventilates it very well. So far, our first week, we're very happy with that. And also on ventilation is the large hatch for the fridge so the condenser can cool. It's also fitted with a fan on the roof, so if the temperature gets to 40 degrees, that fan automatically comes on and dispenses the hot air. So let's have a look inside. Coming inside, you're greeted by a beautiful, wonderful modern space. And Anne's certainly done a wonderful job of styling the bedroom. There's hanging robes either side of the bed, and we optioned to put shelves there. It's still got the hanger at the top if you want to. The shelves do come out, but it's a lot better use of space. We've even got space in the overhead cupboards. Another small feature we liked is a small cutout at the back of the cupboard, and in there's a USB point where you can actually have your phone charging overnight. Anne really likes the kitchen, plenty of bench space, good deep sink, soft closing drawers. The Fusion stereo works really well. It's a radio, and it also Bluetooths to your phone, so you got full control through a Fusion app. There's a zone cutting board in the sink, which just gives you a little bit more bench space. And then below the sink, there's two opening cupboards. So in this cupboard, the water filter, water pumps, flow meter, also the tank control switches, which tank you're operating on. We opted for 3 tanks, and also the pump switch is at the rear there. Also housed here is the fire extinguisher, and we've actually placed a fire blanket there as well. With these composite vans, they have to run all the services behind the cupboards, and so sometimes they have to fit things at the back of the cupboards because it's not that easy to fit them somewhere else. But we've utilised this cupboard, great place for our rubbish bin. We can just pull that out. It's something that we access every day, and then when we have to access those switches, all we do is pull the bin out and we've got easy access. There's a set of 4 drawers at the end. They're quite wide, and you can fit a lot in them, and they're also a soft close as well. There's a great pots and pans drawer down the bottom, and then cutlery drawer at the top, and then you can utilise the rest for your plates. We're still getting organised, working out what works best where, but at this point in time there seems to be plenty of storage space to fit all our goodies into. There's a 3-burner stove. Below the 3-burner gas stove is a microwave. It's actually set into a cupboard, but as the sign says on it, it's a service panel and it's not intended for storage, so we just leave it that way. The door is hinged, and there is a little bit of space in there, but it's mainly for servicing. There's electrical wiring, 12 volt, 240 volt, gas lines, so we just leave that closed. What's another great feature of the kitchen is the pull-out pantry drawers. Quite wide baskets, and they fit all our Tupperware modular mates, fit in there perfectly, so nothing falls out and everything's stored and easy access to get to it. Even the tool items just pulled straight out. Beside our fridge on the other side is the other pull-out pantry. It's got 4 racks, top and bottom, and again, same thing, the modular mates fit in there, very good for storage, you can label it. We've also got some other boxes that fit in there nicely. Everything's contained in there and nothing comes out. The caravan comes standard with a Bushman fridge. It's a compressor fridge which works extremely well. A huge volume freezer, which means you can freeze plenty of meat if you want to go on an extended trip, and there's plenty of room in the fridge. So we'll just have a look at what's powering all this. So below the seat we opted for the 400 amp lithium battery pack. Comprises of two 200 amp hour lithium batteries, powered by an EnerDrive system of a 40 amp AC charger, 40 amp DC charger and solar on the roof. The solar on the roof, we have 3 panels. Under the other seat of the cafe dinette is the inverter. It's a 2600 watt e-power from EnerDrive. This converts 12 volt DC to 240 volt AC, which allows you to run most things in your van. Not all at once, but you can turn the toaster on, you can run your coffee machine, and as we said before, you can run the air conditioner. Also in this same space is the compressor for the air pump. Now we leave this all vacant because if you do load up this inverter, this space will get quite warm, so it needs plenty of ventilation, so we don't use this for storing anything. Our dining table pops down to convert to a small bed if you want to get the extra cushions to put in there, and also that's its travel position. Another new feature on this base is a large hatch above the bed. We were told it was now installed because of gas regulations, but it was a real bonus to get that. Huge amount of light comes in there. It's got the shades to come over if you want it dark, and if you want to open up, it's got the midgie screen as well. And then right behind that is our ventilation fan. I was going to open that to show you, but we've just got a storm happening here now, a little bit of rain, so it's actually got a sensor on it, so if there is rain and it is open, it will close automatically, and if it is raining, it won't open either. And all these hatches have more lights. There is no shortage of lights on a zone. There's overhead cupboards down both sides, and they're quite big actually. You can fit quite a lot in them. The overhead cupboard next to the fridge houses some electrical meters, your main battery control switches there. I tend to use the app on the phone because I can just get into that very easily. First thing in the morning I usually check it on the phone. In here also there's a odometer, so you've got a mileage of how many kilometres you're travelling, and also your grey water tank shows you the level. Now we're probably not going to use this cupboard for much because you need to get access to this, so it's a handy place to put the books that came with the zone and the manuals, and then you've got easy access to see this. A lot of caravans do have these panels, and our last caravan the panel was forward on the cupboard, so you basically couldn't use it for any storage. Most of the electrical equipment like EnerDrive supply the battery system, and this monitor, it comes with a wiring loom that's only so long, so they've got to put it relatively close to the batteries. They can't just fit it on the other side of the van easily. So we've tried the Truma air conditioner. Works really well on shore power, and also running it through the inverter. We actually ran it for 3 hours the other day. We had to go out for lunch to meet some family. Our dog Shadow, we had to leave him in the caravan, so we set this at 24. It ran for 3 hours, and when I come back the batteries were down to 84%. We were in full sunlight, it was the middle of the day, but that was fairly impressive. Just below the fridge is the gas hot water system, which also doubles up as the room heater as well on that controller I just showed you before. This system works really well, heats up very quickly and is very efficient. There's 3 outlets, one in the ensuite and 2 in the living area here. So I dare say we'll be using that a lot in the future. It's got a great ensuite at the end. Another option that we ticked the box on was a Kamek front load washing machine. It'll take 2.5 kilos of dry clothes, and you can run that off the inverter because it doesn't have a very power use, and it uses 28 litres for a whole wash, so even if you're bush camping you can do a bit of washing. Plenty of storage, drawers. So you've got a shoe rack down the bottom. There's 2 racks you can actually use for whatever, but we've decided to put our shoes down the bottom. And a great size shower. It's also got another ventilation hatch that works automatically. If it rains, that will just close, and again you can pull air or suck air out. We've also opted for some Fusion stick-on holders. Everyone says how good these are. Just pick those up at Bunnings. Another feature of the van we really like is the big windows. Large windows right throughout the van. Plenty of natural air ventilation and good midgie screens.
I'll be saved by rock and roll. You can take my money, steal my car and sell my clothes. You can take the shoes I'm in, go on and take everything. You can have about everything I own. Just leave that old piano, maybe a chair, so I can sit down there and play when I'm old. Take all these things I know, even take the telephone. I heard it said so long ago. Well, I'll be saved by rock and roll. Well, I'll be playing in that band.
So we look forward to bringing you more adventures in our new Zone Base Limited Edition. That's all, folks.
Raise our hands and shake us by our soul and praise that rock and